the time of year when our local forest preserve, park districts, and even your own home find color in beautiful blooms. But the real beauty of our local plant life goes way beyond the soil. This month, I dug deep and got to the root of native plants in the area and how they can help your garden grow. Walking through the local forest preserves, you may never guess the importance of what lies beneath the large leaves and flowering plants.
They're very vital. I mean, well, one of the big things you can see just looking at some of it is, they hold the ground. So their roots in that, they're going to hold the soil, they're going to retain moisture.
Native plants are a major part of our area's ecosystem, performing numerous functions.
Obviously, they're food and cover for all our wildlife species. So this is really kind of the building block, like the base of the pyramid. And that, so, it really all the other animals, insects, reptiles, amphibians that you see out here are dependent on these plants for food or cover or both.
And now the Naperville Park District is depending on the deep roots of native plants as a way to help get rid of excess rainwater.
They absorb storm water, which is becoming a problem in the area, which has been a problem in the area for a long time. It's able to reduce flooding, so you'll see a lot of native plants in detention areas. Detention areas are built to collect water, and then we plant native plants to help absorb the water so that it doesn't sit in these basins.
Prairie grasses like Indian grass, tall grass, and coneflower have deep root structures that can go up to 15 feet underground. Because of the benefits and ease of prairie plants, going au naturel in your own yard is gaining popularity.
So they handle our soils very well. They don't require herbicides, they don't require many pesticides and watering. So once they're established, you can basically leave them. So they're great for the homeowner that doesn't want to spend a whole lot of time in their yard. They can plant these native plants. They're beautiful and they fill in wonderfully, and you don't have to spend a lot of time maintaining them.
The Growing Place carries native plants to meet the needs and requirements of every garden.
It's just like any other plant in your garden. On our signs, we try to list the size of the mature plant, so think of how big you want it. You don't want something that's going to be 5 feet tall if you really only want it a foot tall. So you want it to actually fit your needs. And then also we'll note the soil requirements and the light requirements. So again, if it's a full sun area, you're going to look in the full sun native area. If it's a shady area under some trees, you'll look more into the shady area.
Another thing to think about is the type of wildlife you want to attract to your garden. Wild geraniums, solemn plumes, and wild columbine can attract insects that will help your garden grow.
And the flowers, we all know, one of the big things now with pollinators. So these are food plants, these are nectaring plants.
Hummingbirds are especially attracted to cone-shaped flowers in bright colors like red. To add flying color of a different sort, try one of the area's most popular native plants.
The milkweed, which people are very anxious about planting now because it attracts monarch butterflies, the only food for monarch butterflies. So those are some nice ones to grow in your yard.
Drawing the monarch to local gardens has become increasingly popular, but experts remind residents to remember where they come from.
A lot of times people are right now coming in for monarch butterflies, and they actually want to see the orange and black butterfly in their garden, but when they see a picture of this caterpillar munching away on their plants, they don't really want that at first. Then once they realize that's actually the monarch caterpillar, they need the monarch caterpillar in their garden to have the monarch butterfly, and in order to have the monarch caterpillar, you need to have milkweed in your garden. So that's the Asclepias plants, and we have those in our Sun Native section.
Once you've planted the native plants in your own yard, remember to water them regularly for the first season of growth. Then enjoy them for years to come. I'm Natalie Vitale for Naperville News Extra.